Genuinely, I've been thinking about this stupid character all day after the last episode that we had where we lost playing as Gashia. Is now 2 episodes in a row that I'm just losing as Gashia. It's been rough, okay? It's been rough. There's a couple things that we could do. First off, I could change my powers, which I think is totally like fair. We could definitely change powers. Even dipping into some of these shared special powers, but I don't want to because the game is meant to be beatable with these, so I'm going to beat it as these. But we're going to have a slightly different approach today, and I've been thinking about this for a while, which is why I think it's going to work. All right, my idea is that we need to build a run that maximizes one, I shouldn't have taken that, that maximizes one, like, core mechanic of this character, okay? And the core mechanic of this character that we need to maximize, there's no frickin' enemies, man. What the heck? The core mechanic we need to maximize of this character is that I need the bear to do damage, okay? We have to do everything in our power to make the bear the most powerful unit that can exist in the game. Now, I will tell you this. I also think that this character is actually just bad. And I'm not afraid to say it. I think that it's a not very well balanced character, and I think it's just not that fun, right? I think that the bear should probably have 25 health. And that would make a really large difference with it. This is interesting. Yeah, it's actually really interesting. Down to that I think it's interesting enough for what we're doing. So let's try it. But the way that I'm going to maximize the bear's HP, because that's kind of the non-negotiable, right? We have to deal with the bear on this run. We can afford this. I know it's scary, but we can afford it. And then we turn into the bear, and life is good. The way we maximize the bear's HP is by dipping into one very particular resource, okay? And you're probably going to know where I'm going with this. We need to play with frost, okay? This is where the chainmail becomes extraordinarily strong for us. We need to play frost with this character, which seems counterintuitive because obviously, like, it makes you think that it's a burn character. It's not a burn character, man. It's a frost character. We need to hit more enemies as the bear, okay? So that's what we're going to try to do today, is build a frost run. This part, like, really blows. Yike. I'll take my 9 and I'll leave. That sounds good. So that's where we want to dip into is frost. And we'll see if it works. We'll see what happens. Enemies appear with poison. Spirit cards give provisions. I'm going to tell you that that's also valuable because the other major issue with this character is provisions. And we need to build something now. It's tough. I mean, this is a tough set of things. I'm going to spec into provisions, even though the reality is I would have loved to spec into frost. Okay, it's like a bad start. It's a bad start, man. I mean, this poison is basically chonking forever, which does not bode super well. I have to take these and go. So spend the night. You at least get the provisions back from your spirit cards. Bro, what are we doing out here, though? This is a terrible array of items. I need to now trigger the burn on all of you and enjoy like an ounce of value. Put some enemies right here. Okay, I mean, it's okay. It's okay-ish. I want to take a large amount of damage so that then this gives me a good chunk of shield and we can start to hit these guys for a decent amount. Might be straight out of luck. I mean, this is a pretty piss poor setup. Oof is bad. I have to just leave. You're gonna get 2 provisions, but it's not gonna be enough to get you back and not die. So I have to take this, spend the night. And then even this is not a guarantee. I have to take a 4 altar, and that sucks, because it's not very good. It's not very good. After you dodge, receive as much gold as damage done. When an enemy takes burn damage, I receive as many shield. Okay. I don't want to burn run, man. I don't want to burn run, but I understand that you really want me to have a burn run. And I respect that, okay? I respect that. I understand that a burn run is, like, kind of interesting. But I will tell you that I do not think that it's very good. And this is where we're now using, like, a lot of provisions here. And that can be a little dangerous, but I'm loving... Like, we're about to turn into a bear in a second. And that's, like, so terrible because it kills all of the shield that I just had. So that's kind of tough. We want to keep that chainmail sitting there. Because we want as low HP as we possibly can. To then chainmail. We get a good chunk here. This takes my actual health. So that actually still just kills me. That's massively unfortunate. Okay, let's hit you. Take this. This is a 21er on that. Which is honestly, like, that's a crazy amount. And then we'll take these. We'll claim our 7. I actually think that that's really not that bad. A frost card? I mean, look, the sickle is interesting, but it's pretty bad for what we're trying to do. I secretly love the idea of a blueberry that then I anvil to an oblivion and make it a decent provision and spirit card. The fire axe is like the obvious play. It's strictly better than our fire staff. Bro, I don't know. I just don't like it. I really just don't like it. I'm gonna take the fire axe, but again, I'm gonna tell you, I just don't like it. I think that I would rather have something like this at this point. Urge's Altar for 12, I do think is a good idea. But before we do that, let's make sure that there's nothing else I want to be spending money on. A mana potion is not valuable to me. Literally none of this even remotely I care about. And I probably don't care about you either. Max to my provisions is definitely intriguing. But if you had the would you rather have a bunch of these or, you know, others? I'm gonna take these. So give you 2 provision, heal you. Love the idea of that on the chainmail. And then inflict 3 burn to all enemies in play. We're going to want that on... We're likely to pop this later. Let's put it on the health potion. Because you're likely to pop the health potion with enemies in the room. We'll see how this goes. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And I think that that's fine. So let's go for a pretty hefty poison play here. And then end our turn. Could have wrapped up and around, and that probably would have been more intelligent. But for now, I don't mind it. I'm going to trigger the burn on all these enemies. Move here and then pop both of you. And then we're going to take some poison. We got good juice in the top. You guys are now burned. I can trigger burn on you, or we can play some become a bear plays. And to be honest with you, we've got quite a lot of good become a bear energy going on right now. Like, we're gonna be prepped. There's just nothing here. There's not a whole lot of anything here. So we're gonna become a bear in a second. So use the HP on her, I guess, so that now we're fresh as a bear. This is unfortunate. I mean, this is seriously so bad. Do this. And then we want to maximize our chainmail shield gained. Hit you guys. I can trigger the fire on you. And then from here, I will die. See, that really blows that kills you. I think that should not kill you. That's my hot take of the day. I'm freaking dead. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? I was just straight up not thinking at all. That run was terrible anyway, so I frankly do not feel bad about it. I want Frost, man. Like, I want Frost more than anything on this planet. If we can make Frost happen, I will be a very, very happy boy. And maybe I'm asking for a lot, okay? There's definitely a chance that we should be trying to just live a nice, happy life here. Play a character the way that it's meant to be played, which potentially is, I don't know, with burn, but I really just... I struggle with that. I don't think that this is a burn character in the slightest. Okay. This is going fine. You do have to leave, unfortunately, with a 6. Give me my equipment. It's just the low max HP, man. It's hard. It's really hard. +3 to a random card in play from your deck. You can make this really strong if we play our cards right. Because, like, we could make you... we could do something like this. Maybe. It's just bad. I feel like this character is, like, tearing down my soul at this point. Yeah, you can trigger the burn on everybody, and then I'll come down this way. This'll make my bear statuette bigger. I mean, that wasn't high on my list of things that I actually wanted to get stronger, but we'll accept it. A 9 on him. Let's end our turn for now, and then we can figure out how best we want to handle this. I kind of like this, to be honest, so I take a little bit more damage. And then we come down here. I take my heal. I take a little bit more damage, and then this allows me to become ultimate bear mode. So now become a bear. And then we're kind of just cruising, right? We have 18 health as the bear. That allows me to get some really solid work done here. 6 HP gone on this. It's like, I would just really like to get some kind of, you know, monumental altar here. Just to get, like, one really strong, nice item that carries us to the promised land. And a 12 here is very good. And unfortunately, there is no good way for us to get anybody else. So we take the 12, max a provision, a 12 relic boy, spend the night using gold instead of provisions. It's interesting. 2 gold coins. After dodging, trigger one of your special powers. Okay, you have to build around dodge. I've tried it before, but they gave me the item. I'm gonna try to make it happen. So now you desperately need dodge. And with a 10%, let's buff that to 25. You need to get a dodge card. So poison is inflicted automatically. Let's start with this. Trigger the burn on y'all. And then, unfortunately, I think you just have to take your bear statuette here. Spend the night. Buff your fire torch. Spend the night, kills all you. Just a really good play, to be honest. Well, it felt like a good play, and then to be honest with you, it ended up not being that great of a play because none of them dropped any loot from that. So it just kind of felt like a weird vibe for me. Let's go to here, but I'm not loving this. So let's kill you guys. And then let's hit you guys. And then let's hit you guys. And then we can come up here, hit you. And that's it. I can't become a bear on this one, that's fine. Our next room will become a bear. Relic chest may be a cheap dodge. When an enemy receives thorns, they receive burn. Pierce damage, can't ignore shield. +2 to cards and chests. At this stage of the game, that's not bad. Like, we can accept that for sure. So +2 to cards and chests. I mean, these are decent now, man. Like, the Flower of Fire being a 5 HP gain that's really not bad. And we have an altar, so I don't really want to spend money. I mean, I do think that Bloody Sword to clear an entire room effectively is pretty good too. 4 spirit, 4 damage to 4 random enemies in play. I mean, this is just strictly better than that. It's whether or not I want this. Healing for 5 is very decent. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. Maybe I'll disagree with this choice in the future. Remove all your statuses for each heal me 3. I'm going to put that on. Let's put it on the bear statuette here. And then inflict 2 bleed to all enemies in play. Let's put that on our heal here. It's interesting. Some unique decisions for sure. Do you have something that I care about? I do still think that a buffed out blueberry provision could be a lot of fun. So I'm going to take you. And I think that this is better and this is better. So let's run this. I still like the idea of the blueberry provision existing. Let's pop you. And then hit you, hit you. This is a bit of a tough play. I am a bear now. Which honestly, like, kind of worked out okay for me. That buffed my bear statuette. It's not the end of the world. I mean, this is going to pseudo kill both of you, but I don't really care. I'm going to take this, roll up to here, hit you, and then I'd like to sleep and then Bloody Sword here. Okay, very decent. Good. You're gonna die when we spend the night anyway, so let's just spend the night. And then, let's pop one of these. Campfire. And then just kill yourself, okay? Now, we have a good chunk of frost on us. We can spend the night, and then very likely we're just going to GTFO, yeah. I don't know, it wasn't that good. Something dodge related? Wow, a legendary is crazy. And dodge is even crazier. Dude, this is great, actually. Gives echo to cards in play from your deck. Card effect is triggered once more. It is interesting. Because imagine being able to echo the bear statuette. And in that regard, imagine being able to echo the iron ingot that then we echo the bear statuette. That gets really fascinating. Obviously, like, this is the correct choice. But this is like the go big or go home play, man. Where we basically turn into a bear 24/7. I have to try it, okay? I have to try it. It's a little psychotic, I'm not gonna deny that. But if it works, it's gonna be big, okay? It's gonna be big. So I think that you have to just spend the night already here. Maybe we kill, like, a couple of you just to get some more blood in here. So then this gives echo to the cards in play. We spend the night, which is, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's kind of brutal. And then we do some bear plays. Use your sword to kill effectively everybody, because it triggers twice. And then you iron ingot, which is going to happen twice. Okay. And then spend the night. Your bear statuette is now legitimately going to give you 26. So we can play this. I have to take it now. I have to take it now and then move one more. So now I'm a bear. And it's a little unfortunate because the frost is now, it's bodying us. And they're going to attack me. Yeah, I mean, this ended up being a disaster. How do I gain value here? I get 2 hits off on one of you. I have to go this way. And then we can go 1. I'll die if I do that. You take a little extra damage. I'm gonna spend the night. 6 frost is too much. I leave with a 3. Brother, it's horrible. This character just is not good. Is not good. When an enemy receives bleed, give me a spirit. Apply a mark to a random non-boss enemy. Marked enemies inflict no damage but give no reward. After spending the night, I receive 4 dodges and all enemies in play receive dodge. That's fine, to be honest. Because even if I dodge, I'm triggering my powers. So this is an insanely good common item for me, and I do not mind spending on that. Send me to the next biome. This run, it has an ounce of potential. I'm not gonna get too hyped about it. This third area is where like people go to die. So I'm not getting at all excited about anything here. I am going to call the bear and then burn you guys, and then we're gonna wipe you. So now there's my torque. It's in a horrible location, to be perfectly blunt. But what we want to do is get to here. And then every time I dodge, I trigger my power. It triggered this power. Trigger one of your special powers. It triggered this power like 4 times. Okay. Feels bad. That obviously is not what we wanted to occur, but that's life. That's life. You want to get down to torque. But there we go. Now you're getting that to trigger a little bit more than you wanted. I hit you. Yeah, unless you drop a medicinal herb, I'm screwed there. So I'm gonna pop this. I still have like an ounce of a dream here that we can do something with this. It's like hit you a couple times to at least get the dodge going. And then torque. And then I think you spend the night with the hope of being able to kill this guy with the dodges. Okay. Then we roll up to here. I'm a bear now. This puts a lot of burn on. And then this buffs these a lot. And then we can sleep. That kills these guys. And then I still have the dodge to hopefully trigger beautiful. A good chunk of things there. Okay. And then the even bigger, energy here is that this is going to be plus like 20 percentage points. And it's actually plus 40 percentage points. So I'm one step closer to becoming a bear again here. Which is sick. It's really good. So if I kill you... I mean, dude, I'm genuinely, like, close to becoming a bear again already. I take my 9 altar. That's a really good fight for me. And now you give me something related to dodge. Special power inflicts poison. Yeah. Even better. The frost that I wanted. A natural 10% chance to dodge is good. But this is sick because now every time that I dodge, which is every time I spend the night, we're also inflicting frost to enemies, which is making it... Because we're using so much dodge throughout it, that we walk away with, like, some insane potential from this. And then this, I can potentially become a bear, like, kind of fast. Yeah. I gotta think about this. I gotta think about this. I'm trying to determine whether I need to pop that now and just become a bear, because my health is very low. And our torque can still hit the iron ingot. If I hit you, I don't have enough dodge. My health being as low as what it is, I don't have enough dodge to kill most of you. I think I have to... Thank God, to be honest. All of my dodge went away and I got freaking terrified, brother. Okay, pop this. We can hit you. And then I'd love to just spend the night. You take extra damage. And then we can go kind of sicko mode here. Well, first of all, we can play the dodge game on you, which gave him frost. Let's buff, you buff that, which is, like, obviously not what I wanted you to buff, but I understand. And we can afford to do this because I can still get provisions up there. Okay. Trigger the burn on everybody. I still have a little bit of dodge. Okay. I hit you, I come back alive. Let's spend the night. I would love to do one more path through, but it's a little scary. So let's start with... That's pretty good. Start with some good dodges here. That's actually really good. And then another dodge here. With 6 HP... God, you gotta think. You gotta think. So, I go up, I go over. I take 1 damage, I'm at 11. I come down, I hit you for 2. I'm at 9 HP, I have a poison. I go down, I'm at 8. I hit you, I'm at 5. I'm at 4 from the poison, I heal. It is not enough to not die. So instead, the safe, you're now frozen though. Because every time I pick up a spirit card, somewhere in here. What? Why did he become frozen? I didn't use one of my powers. God, him being frozen does change this. Because now we can go here, here, here. And then even with the poison, I can likely roll out of here. Because we come here, and then with the dodges, I can walk out and I claim a 10. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're looking for good dodge. Yeah, this is probably good enough. I don't care about the spirits. I think the fire cloak is fine. I need endurance, though. Because I want to... Like, these blueberries, they still have potential, okay? I know you think I'm crazy, but they have potential. Enemy received bleed. Enemy received dodge. Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. So now, this is so good too. I'm immune to bleed. I really don't care about. I get that it's probably very decent. Honestly, it's probably good enough that I should mess with that. This is where I'm like, I still think that the blueberry is actually the best play here. I know that that sounds so clinically insane. The iron ingot also very good. This also, like, really good, because giving myself more dodge is always good. Like, we finally have the dodge build working, man. Yeah. When we think of it like that, I think that that is the correct play. And then, to be honest with you, I'm gonna take the immunity to bleed and just make my life easier, okay? Now, huge. Hit you. And then this becomes, like, kind of tough, because we have to take the early. That's so good, though. You have to take the early play there, but we can continue to buff the statuette. Everybody getting poisoned, man. It, like, sincerely bangs to hell. Like, that is such a baller play for me. I am going to spend the night. Take a little damage. Bear statuette gets a tiny bit stronger. I'm off to the races again. Okay, beautiful. I am now a bear. I think that I would love to chill just a tiny bit longer. And I think I love the idea of hitting you suckers too. And you can keep hitting them if you'd like. Great work. Okay. And then we'll roll this way. Take a little nap. Huge hit right there. Okay. Dude, the dodges are... They're on another level right now. Like, we all of a sudden have some huge juice. This cures my status effects. Let's sleep to get that killed. I mean, I got tons of things curing my status effects, so take your time. Pop this. Okay. Hitcha, I gain a little poison. That's not going to be a problem. Sleep the night, but you're probably not doing much else. It is interesting. Okay. We can move here and at least hit you. But the reality is I can kill a lot more of you. Because I can go here and start hitting you guys too. And then I'm going to get some poison, but that poison does not bother me. I'm a bear again? I mean, I'm going to run this as long as I can. The poison on everybody is massive. As much of a bear as I can be, I'm going to continue to do exactly that. 2, 3, 3, 2. I will die, but I will be able... I did the math completely wrong. That's sick. I can sleep, wake up, and then we still have dodge to play here. And it's like kind of insane how this is going. I mean, obviously, like, we have to leave now, but a 28 altar? Ooh, baby, it kind of working. It kind of working. Fibula, 3 in 20 chance of permanently giving echo to a card in play from your deck permanently. It's obviously quite good. As long as this card is in play, cards from your deck are triggered an additional time. Okay. Okay. So the echo permanent? But we're taking this for the record. If I have the divine fruits and then an echoed bear statuette, I could be becoming a bear like every second. Like, it has to be this, but that's obviously like really messy. I think you need to actually run the sword first. This is getting weird, and I'm with it, but it's definitely complex. because I think you need to get the bear statuette on the floor. Unfortunately, we don't get our plays to work entirely the way we want them to here. I'm going to actually pop you with that, and then that. And then I'm going to sleep. I take a damage. Now you have your divine fruit. So cards are played an additional time. So does that put double echo on this? No, it's just a single echo. But this is now... Oh no, it is echo times 2. Okay. Brother, we have a mess on our hands here. Because this is... I can't even comprehend how much percentage point this is giving us. Because it's 10% echoed times 2, so it's 30%. But then it's also triggered an additional time. Does that... And this is echoed? I'm a bear. Okay. I mean, that part I guess I understood. Just like, that was going to be... That's a lot. That's a lot. I can spend the night, you'll all die. Which is valuable here. I think that this is also valuable here. And I know that I have the dodge, so I should be using the dodge as much as possible. And then we still have dodge from this. So use your dodge. This doubling the dodge and being echoed means that I'm just getting more and more dodge off of everything. So it's like a lot. It's a lot. Spend the night. Have I finally done it? I'm so like cautiously optimistic on this one because we've been bested before. But I think that finally we have something that's working here. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's just like the dodge that I'm receiving is really strong. Now, you gotta work with me, okay? I believe they'll never put an enemy next to me. And we're not close enough to becoming a bear. So pop this. You're gonna be at 1 HP. Don't put an enemy right here. Thank you. I have dodge anyway, so that would have helped. Don't risk it. The reality is that 16 is very good. Is very good. We will make it to the last level again. Enemies appear with frost is really good. When I receive frost, receive dodge. Also really good, but not important. Enemies appearing with 2 frost is good enough, okay? That just... It helps you in those little ways, and I think that that's good enough for me. Because you're now all frosted. We... probably should bury you. But if I do this, I'm killing at least one of you. So I think you want to kill this guy. Take the 1 damage, and then let these guys kind of get destroyed. We can then do one of these, they'll all die. And that's a pretty good play. That's a pretty good play. Forgot about the wind. That's definitely something we need to pay attention to. Give me my torque. Although I didn't torque, I didn't wait for the torque to hit the good one. You're gonna fling back to the right. Okay. Now you have your dodge. Utilize your dodge while you got it. We can hit you. I should have gone down and around for sure. We actually got some inherent dodges there, which is amazing. This is a 20% dodge increase. And it's going to get triggered even more, so 124. I get it. Like, it's largely irrelevant in the long run. But this is okay. This is definitely okay. Yeah, it takes some damage. Okay. I've got 12 dodge now. Everything gonna die. Wind is blowing to the left. I'll take the damage. I don't care. I got 9 dodge. Like, when I respawn, I'm the dodge master, and you will bow down to me. Okay? Very good. Very good. I have some thorns, that's life. The divine fruit, not really bothering me. I'm gonna let you kill me. And then, we're gonna see what we can do, okay? I can trigger the burn on some of you. Which I don't need to do. I think you can easily do just something like this. You're frosted to an oblivion, you're dying. Yeah, and I'll leave. 13 is great. 13 is very good. I think that, to be honest with you, we want some lower quality stuff. Inflict 8 frost to cards that, I mean, dude, these are not, well, I mean, this is pretty good. If only I could have increased provisions off of my spots. I'm gonna re-roll this though. I really don't think it's that good. Gives you 6 dodge, triggered 6 times, then sets your HP to 1. I can't afford to do that. Setting my shield to 12, also interesting, but I can't afford to do it. I think that, dude, I mean, this is really good. This is a buffed up blueberry, brother. But I think, again, you take things that give you dodge. The goal is to be Dodge Master Supreme. At this point, you have to play the dodge game later. So play the dodge game. Urge's Altar is going to be super worth it. So it gives you a provision for each enemy in play. Let's put that on, like, an later on cloak. Inflict 3 burn to all enemies in play. Let's put that on this provision. And then trigger the burn effective enemies in play without removing the status. I'm happy to put that on Torque, because there's a decent chance that we'll play that when there is a time for it. Okay, difficult room. It's a difficult room. You have to bloody sword here. And then just start working your way up. I also think that this is unfortunately a good time to use that. I say unfortunately because it obviously, we waste it like a little bit. And then this is really unfortunate where I'm actually just going to spend the night. And I hate that, but you have to get up to here to pop Torque, and if you spend the night again, there is my divine fruit, which is now echoed. So now we've got the juicy plays where we have everything working for us. Wind's blowing to the right. Let's let it. You're gonna become a bear very soon. Okay. That triggered all kinds of times, which now made this a +8 provision card. This is going to trigger twice and give me 10 dodge. So let's spend the night. This will give me 8 dodge. Okay. You've got juice here. You've got juice here. Spend the night. Wind blows. I have to just go hunt. While I have the cards, you have to just hunt. We want to get some lower quality relics. I don't want legendaries, so we're going to play this a little bit more intelligently. But I do want to do things like this to give us a high probability of becoming a bear shortly after the fact. So now I have 12 dodge, and like this is where things kind of go crazy. But we want to not become a bear again. We're gonna become a bear again. I did not want to become a bear again. Let's play a 12 shard altar. Maybe 13. I'll play 13, okay? And the hope here is a couple different things. Spirit cards, 50% chance of giving dodge. Special power inflicts 4 burn. Either one of these is okay. I think that this, for the opportunity to get even more dodge, has value. Our special powers should be able to be activated ridiculously fast right now. That's good to be back. Keep it going. Again, I'm feeling oddly confident. Okay. The fact that we started out as a bear kinda rocks. Let's spend the night. Ow, that hurt like hell. Okay. Now you really want to take Torque. And obviously you now have like a million dodge. So this is lovely. And your dodge continues to flow. You got 12 dodge now. So as long as we have the provisions, we are doing good things. 6 dodge, that's 10 dodge now. Keep the good times rolling. Obviously, having 1 HP makes this a little bit hard. I mean, we definitely trigger a lot of stuff. Which in turn, I mean, every time we dodge, it triggers our powers. So there is still value there. And our powers can be triggered, like, a lot. Which is also a pretty fair point. This may just make us a bear. It gave us plus 30 something. Which is very decent. Let's probably just leave. Okay. I'm happy with a 9. I know that some of you are going to be like, Tyler, why bother with a 9? Because I want some epic and rare relics in here. Special power inflicts poison. Enemies appear with burn. Let's do that. Anything involving special powers is making us significantly stronger. Okay. We're also down to... These cost 2 for us. Which is really strong. I mean, I can just become a bear whenever I want now. Which is really good. Very, very ridiculously strong. I'm a bear. I blow to the right. Okay. They die. We want to get to Torque. So Iron Ingot I have to just pop. Get me over to Torque. And then now when we spend the night, Red Cloak, Fire Cloak are each going to give me just an absurd amount of dodge. I have 49 dodge. God, it feels good to break this character, man. I needed this. I needed this so badly. It's still, I'm gonna tell you, like, we can still lose if I, like, don't pay attention. The run is not perfect, but it's good enough for sure. Like, as long as I do an ounce of work here, I'm in the clear. Okay, we're blowing back to the right. That kills me. Am I going to take the 10? I think there is a high chance I take the 10, but before we do that, I'm actually going to pop this a couple times. And my line of thinking here is... I'm happy getting a little bit more than 10, but I want to get my bear... I did too much. I did too much, and now I'm just a bear. But we'll start the next fight as a bear, and that's fine. So, good equipment chest. A 14 is still really good, man. I mean, this is just another shiny red cloak. Again, anything that gives you dodge that's the key to success. +1 to max provisions is a big play. And we don't have an anvil on this floor, so you know what? Give me +1 to my endurance. That's just more cards I get to use. 1 poison or thorns, 5 provisions, and heal me for 5. That's better than my blueberry. My poor blueberry, man. Here I was thinking it was going to be a big part of this run. It ended up being frick all on this run. And then realistically, we should be able to kill this boss with ease, man. Are you the boss? Can only take 1 damage at a time. I got news for you. That's not going to be a problem for me. that's just simply not going to be a problem for me. Let's trigger the burn on you guys. And then we're going to hit you guys. And then I can... bro, he's just having a bad time. I can just do this to kill you. You're just gonna die to poison. That is the easiest boss ever for the hardest character ever. That was brutal, man. It did too. Some find her adorable, others have nightmares about her, but it did too would never hurt a fly, would she? Hiya, you're here for my flower? Yes, I would need it to protect my village, so if you accept, I'd like... Okay. Okay, is that it? You don't want anything in return? Maybe if one day I feel like going to see my flower, I'll come to your village, okay? Just once in a while to see my flower. Okay, you can come by whenever you want. What on earth did I just do? Okay. Thank you for the flower. I have picked an Eguzgilor. And get me the frick out of this character. Brother, I hated it. I genuinely did not like this character at all. Aesop, what are you doing here? And this Steely. Beautiful. Thank you. Facing Andos. Oh, here we go. But if Andos actually helped us decipher your Steelies, everything matches except for this one. The best liar doesn't deny the truth, Gashia. He plays with it. He hides it, disguises it, distorts it, reorganizes it. Okay. So, according to Andos, Pyrene was the one who cut off Aaron Zuja's head, but what really happened? It was frickin' Akohan all along, because he's a pain in the ass. Probably not. I can't upgrade this yet, but I can get another zone unlocked. So a cursed chest. Sounds fun. And then we just go into another play here. So I don't know who we play as next time. We'll figure it out. I mean, maybe we'll go back. Sorrel was really fun. And didn't get a fair shake because we obliterated him on the first try. Same with Tanagui. I don't know. We'll figure out who we play next time. Thanks so much for watching. As always, liking the video much appreciated. See you in the next one. Bye.